This is Calabucas for Think Future Extra. I wonder how many of you believe that the only way you can innovate is through collective action, through collaboration, through the adding up of ideas from multiple individuals. That's the only way we can collaborate. That's the only collaborate. Of course, it's the only way we can collaborate. It's the only way we can innovate. The only way we can come up with brand new ideas, new disruptive concepts, is if we mash up a bunch of ideas from a bunch of different people, and only then can we come up with disruptive new ideas. And I think that's a fallacy. I think that's a near-term fallacy. I think we've all fallen in love, so much in love with the collective and the collaborative, that we've lost touch with the amazing creativity that can come out of the individual mind. Now, sure, I'm not saying that you can't come up with amazing ideas from collaborations. I'm sure you can come up with amazing ideas from collaborations, but we have to not forget the kind of stuff you can get out of the individual mind. We're so focused on the collaboration. We're so focused on how we can take one idea and then add on to it and add on to it and add on to it and add on to it, and the whole collective creates these ideas. But if you look at the reality, if you look at the past, if you look at the great inventions of the past, most of the great inventions of the past came out of the brain of a single individual who may have pulled together a number of concepts that were created by others, but in so doing created this new idea which popped out of their head without any collaborative effort. They built that on their own. So we have to stop taking the collective and putting it above the individual. The individual and the collective can both create amazing ideas. Amazing ideas. So you need to make sure individual ideation is part of the process. And I'd be curious to know if we took ideas that were generated by individuals versus ideas generated collaboratively and decided whether or not one or the other was more disruptive. That would be an interesting study, wouldn't it? Of course, some people would say, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Calabucas? There's no such thing as an individual contribution to an idea. And I say, poppycock. That's not a word I would normally say. Individuals come up with ideas all the time. Sure, it's percolating from ideas that they've seen from other people, but individuals, we have to stop suppressing the strength of the individual to the group. If it wasn't for the individual, then many of the ideas that we'd have around us today, many of the products and services that we'd have around today, many of the things that make our life the way it is today would not exist were it not for the inventive capabilities of a single individual mind. And we have to make sure that we honor that.